significantly, as the District of Columbia's Director of Victim Services, she has helped guide the development of victim-sensitive policies and laws. Under her leadership, the district now has a one-stop service center for crime victims and survivors, a sustainable and emergency housing for domestic violence victims, and a sexual assault nurse examiner program, among many other achievements. Ironically, Melissa had the opportunity to interview Judge Haight as part of the OVC Oral History Project a few years back. In the final sentence of her oral history interview with Melissa, Judge Haight said, "I think there are so many people who have contributed to this field that don't get the credit and recognition that they need. We're very fortunate to have people that have stayed so long and cared so long and been there for victims of crime." Melissa, you have indeed stayed and cared so long, and today you are getting that credit and recognition that you so deserve. So please join me in offering this award.
Thank you so much for all of you being here. Thank you, Congressman Poe and Costa, for creating this amazing organization within Congress that has been so helpful to us for several years now in terms of public policy and funding. This is an innovation award, and innovation requires partnerships and collaboration and excellence in your coordination. We could never have accomplished what we've done in DC in our very interesting and dynamic programs without the advocates of the city, the Office of Victim Services and Justice Grants Administration staff, and the support of the Deputy Mayor of Public Safety and Justice and other policymakers. This is really a thank you to all of you for your amazing work and your amazing work together that has allowed us to achieve so much. I want to thank my neighbors and friends for being here. What a pleasure. And I want to thank my mentors, a few of you who are here, that I wouldn't be here today without your support and guidance. If Ann Seymour hadn't convinced me to work with the Office for Victims of Crime to cover a 3-day conference in New England several years ago, where I met the most amazing people who were so passionate about victims' rights, I probably wouldn't have stayed in this field. I mean, that was my entry point, and it was amazing, and I realized I would be very satisfied in this work, and have been. Steve Doreen, again, my mentor, he always gives me good advice. I don't always take it, but I really appreciate it. Finally, Lois Haight this is really in her honor. She's an amazing person, and I brought this along because everybody should read this. This is the final report on the President's Task Force on Victims of Crime. This is the work that Lois Haight wrote, much of it, and also, she chaired this task force that went around the country talking to victims. And I have to say that every single paragraph in the front part of this book inspires me and continues to be inspiring 30 years later. It can be a Bible, and if you don't have it, get it, because it is incredible guidance and inspiration, and it's still a map for where we're going, where we're heading in our work for victims. So, thank you, Lois Haight.